What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. And me, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Although my boy here, or our boy, I know a lot of you are also fans of Negan, having watched The Walking Dead. What a fucking character. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, oh, his charisma, the voice. I mean, his voice gives me a major stiffy.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I play Negan. You know, it doesn't matter if he sucks or if he's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Holy smokes.
Holy smokes. But I made a video literally one day ago where I talked about, okay, what are my overall impressions of Negan? How good is he? And in that video I detailed quite a lot. And I said that at the most he's mid-tier. And I feel like I want to make another video to elaborate on this. I don't know what I'm going to call this video, probably Buff Negan Now. But I just have to get out there that he's even worse than I initially thought in that video. He's just not very good at all. And what a journey it has been. The day he was released, I made a breakdown and I was like, oh, he looks really good. Because I saw stuff like this, you know, and I was like, oh god, down 2, safe, counter hit, huge damage. Everything just looks so good. But then as you put it in practice, you're like, you were so blinded by the things he did well that you didn't see that the flaws are many times more in size, you know, in amount. And honestly, I'm hard pressed to even say that he's mid-tier right now. I think he could be one of the weakest characters in the game. I think he could be. So like, yeah, okay, of course, it's still early, you know, there's probably some more stuff to learn about the character, but he is very weak, and I just want to stress how weak he is to sidesteps. He's so linear, so incredibly linear. He has a few moves, you know, like, people say back 1+2 is really good, and it's +4 on block. This is pretty good. It needs a counter hit to launch, though. You know, on normal hit, oh god, I have counter hit on, of course. On normal hit, it knocks down, and you don't get very good ulti. On counter hit, it does launch. And here he also have, now I'm just talking about lockdown mids. This is also a rubber, you see? Good block stun. And intimidation too. Ooh, good block stun. But you know what's the thing with all of these moves? They have zero tracking. I've never seen worse tracking. And forward 1+2, it's sluggish and slow, but it does have great range. It has great range, as you can see. But it's so slow, I always get counter hit out of it. It's not very good on block, you're minus, but it is a pretty good... on hit, it has some interesting properties. This knockdown puts them in a very bad position. If they stand up, you can do some nasty setups. But it's super slow. But this looks like it has tracking, doesn't it? But it has shit tracking. Shit tracking. So this is just overall a big problem with Negan. He's so steppable. And his strings are all super punishable. Novelty factor when he's new, you know, people don't know how to defend against them. And they eat them. But man, trust me, as soon as people figure out these strings... wait, 2-1-4. High, low. These strings are bad, man. I can abuse them pretty hard right now. I got a Tekken god Negan. But if you watch those matches, a lot of the wins are due to people not knowing the matchup. You know, as in a couple of weeks when people have figured this guy out, it's gonna be super obvious how weak he is. And I said, I gotta correct myself. I said in the last video that his while standing 3-2 is a 13 frame punisher, but it's 14 frames. And that affects his while standing punishment a lot. A lot of lows are -13. But now, as this is 14, it just makes that move that much worse. So now it's like while standing 4 is the punish. And then at 14 frames he gets more damage. 1-4 is a good 10 frame punish, but other than that, like the range issues with the character. He has a bat! Shouldn't he have great range? Well, his range isn't that great, to be honest. This is honestly not... Look at this. Look at his down for 2. This is minus 14. This is too bad, man. It just doesn't work. He is sluggish with his mids. The key mids are super steppable. He has range problems. And the thing is, a lot of his damage comes from counter hits. But the fastest counter hit mid is upward 4. And the animation, it looks like he jumps, but it has no low crushing. And you know another problem? Down back 4 is a great low, but he has no knockdown low. Knockdown lows are great to create pressure, but he doesn't have that. All you can do is chip at the legs. But that's it, you'll never knock him down with a low. Intimidation stance, there's no low mix-up. All they have to do is block, and then, you know, force you to use the throw. That's it. Yeah, I just... And same thing, you know, with his mids. If you want to knock someone down, this is very steppable, this is very slow. 4-4-2 is a long-range mid, but as you can see, look at this range. Yeah, he has range problems. Let me tell ya, Negan has range issues. Where it hit. Yeah. He has range problems. And you know, 4-4-2, that's steppable, that's punishable. That's not safe. A lot of the key moves are punishable. So you're very steppable. Your strings are extremely punishable if the opponent knows how to defend against them. And you have range problems. And you have no launchers that are... no standing launchers that are safe. Look at this. I mean, give me Paul's down for 2 any day above this. This is minus 14. And his Power Crush launcher, you know, where people were like, oh, super amazed by it. Do you know how slow and clunky this is? It takes forever to do. Look at my Tekken God session where I get it versus that Heihachi player. The Heihachi player, I even catch him as he's doing attacks when I do this. But he has the time to hit me and then recover, block, and then punish me. It's so sluggish. This move is not as good as you think it is. And the Negan player takes a huge risk. You know, I'm just gonna guess that you're gonna attack now. I'm gonna use it as keep out. Huh.
Cool.
If I fail my mind game and you do not attack, you just bait, you get a free launch on me. You know, or maybe I guess correctly, you do an attack, I absorb the attack, but your attack recovers so fast that, oh, you block, and then you punish me and launch me. This is a very, very, very risky move. It's not a good move. It has its uses, but you cannot universally call it a good, strong move. It's not. And again, I don't have to tell you... Oh, range... Oh, are we talking about range issues, guys? Are we talking about range issues? I guess we are. And super punishable on block. And did I tell you all that he's super steppable? Yeah, I guess I did. But I'm just trying to line out the details here on Negan. But it's just... he is weak. I don't think you can with a straight face call him a mid-tier character at this point. He needs buffs. This guy needs buffs. I don't think you'll ever see him at tournaments. I don't see why anyone would pick Negan.
Holy smokes!
These things look so strong, but honestly they're not. It's like this move,
My goodness! Holy smokes!
it's safe, but the range ain't that good, and it's -9. What that means is, if I do this and you block it, I completely lose my turn. I'm -9. I'm not punishable, but I'm as unsafe as you possibly can be. It's your turn to hit me with a 50-50 or whatever the fuck you want to. I give away my turn. That's not a good move. And back to 2, the homing move. It's like, oh,
My goodness!
it's a counter hit high that's reasonably fast, that leads to 68 damage. There are plenty of homing moves that do the same thing. Kazuya's back 4. Same properties, you know, same range, but it launches. Kazuya's launches, and you know what, Kazuya's is safe. This is not safe.
Holy smokes!
That's -11. And sure, there's a mix-up back to 3, but that's not really a good string. It's not a natural combo. It's safe, sure, but
Holy smokes!
that option is mid. No, high mid. This is also high mid. So there's no reason to duck there ever. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out there that Negan, he is wow, difficult to play, and it's gonna be much more difficult very soon, and not a strong character. And I can tell you straight up that I think absolutely he's gonna see buffs in coming updates. Anything else would be stupid, but this is not to deter you from playing the character. I fucking love Negan. I'm gonna keep playing him.
My goodness!
Oh my goodness. Because that's why I play Negan. This is why I fucking play Negan. And I'm gonna keep, you know, I'm gonna keep this up. But I'm just saying, those of you who think he's overpowered, you know, you're overwhelmed by this new character. He's a weak character. And I think Negan deserves better. So I do hope they give him a buff in a coming update. So thanks for listening to me, guys. Have a nice day.